Hey everyone, and welcome back to Eyecraftmc's world. In this episode of our Let's Play, we're going to build a super cool tool shop. I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to do, considering I have a lot of tools, and I have a really cool design that I'm going to show off here. So we're going to jump right into it, because why not? I've already kind of planned out a good area to build it here. It's a pretty small shop, but it should look quite cool. We're going to start off with a bunch of planks, and in fact I'll make some plank slabs there just because it's a little bit easier. We probably don't need that many, really, maybe even a stack, maybe 2 stacks, we may as well make, just because why not? Okay, and we're just going to basically fill that in there. Actually, I think that arrow sound was from my chicken farm that I buried underground when I was flattening this area. But either way, we're going to fill this in with some nice dark oak planks. I think that's going to look pretty good, as dark oak I found is a very good material, especially for floor. I've just found it seems to look kind of fancy, and it's just a good material to build out of. But either way, we're going to make a nice floor on this. And this is going to be, of course, the only floor in this building, so it should also have a nice look to it, as there won't really be a roof. I mean, there will be a roof, of course, but there won't be a roof that would be also part of a second floor. So we're going to throw this down real quick here. And then there's going to be a wall as well that might actually go on top of some of these planks. But as we're using the plank slabs, it shouldn't matter really too much since these are pretty easy to get. So we'll just fill all this in. Now we're going to break this and fill in this little bit here as well. And that should make the floor be done. We actually need to make a couple more. So I'll just do that real quick here. We'll just make, let's say, 30 more. And we'll just throw in some here. And we'll have a bit extra, which is fine. And there we go. There's the floor done. Now we're going to go on to the walls, which we're going to make out of jungle logs, stripped spruce logs, and that should be good. Actually, the jungle logs will be turned into jungle planks, and we'll make 2 stacks of those for now. We might make some more. In fact, we may as well make them all into planks, no harm in that. And we'll also use some of these stripped spruce logs. So basically what we're going to do with this is we're just going to have kind of a traditional walls around here. It'll just kind of make up this. And the jungle wood's kind of a unconventional wood to use for this, but I actually like it. I know a lot of people don't really like jungle wood, and that's fine, but I just feel like this this building should look really good with it. So we're going to throw this in like this and like that, and just kind of fill this in so we'd have basically a central door that's kind of mined out. I'm not sure if that's central or not. It looks like it is. And then what I'll do around here is I'll just go 3 blocks up like this, and basically make this a 4 tall wall around here. And of course we'll cut in some windows and things like that in a second. And we'll just kind of get this up around here like that. And I'm thinking that some nice windows we could do as well with some light blue glass should look really good. That should complement this well. This will just be kind of your traditional looking store overall once the outside of it's done. And it'll have some nice features of it. And I'll just kind of finish this around here. Not actually sure if I'm going to build a city here or not, but I certainly want a couple shops and just kind of cool things to throw up since it looks pretty good. And I think it'll really just kind of improve the area. We'll also put in some blocks up here. And it is now time to sleep, so I'm going to do that real quick here so we don't get pillaged by mobs or anything like that. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to cut in the windows. But before we do that real quick, I'm just going to finish up the roof here real quick. Or not the roof, but the walls. So once it's up here like this, let me see if I can do this correctly. So basically, we're going to have here a bit of prismarine in the mix. Actually, quite a bit of prismarine. I'm also going to make a good amount of prismarine slabs. At least that many. We might even need more. In fact, we probably will. Let's make about that much, about 3 stacks. That should be good. I won't put it on the roof quite yet, but I'm going to do a little bit of this design. So we're going to basically frame the door with this prismarine right here. And I think we're actually going to do a 4 tall door. I think it'll look a little bit better here. So we're just going to go like this. And basically frame that around here like this, and I'll kind of pile up with that so I can kind of make that a bit of an elevator. There we go, so we'll go 4 tall like that, and then 2 on top across like this. It'll actually go across here like that. We'll break that, and break this right here just like that. Okay, and now with this here, we're going to get ourselves some of these slabs. And from the edge of the door here, we're going to go 2 blocks over and put some stripped spruce logs up here like this. It'll go 4 blocks up, just like that. Then what we're going to do in here is we're going to basically have some of these jungle planks that go across here like this, and then I guess that'd be 2 blocks away, so 1, 2, and that'd be about there, so I think something like that. That seems correct. And we'll basically just make this go up here in a shape just like this. It'll kind of just outline that very nicely. I guess I would go like this and like this, and something like that should be good. So there we go. And then there should be just about 2 blocks in between here and here. It looks like that is about what we're having, so that's good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of these stripped spruce logs and kind of outline the rest of this build. So we're going to have 1 pillar over here. Then we're going to have 1 pillar over here just like this. And we're going to have some pillars over here as well, basically just kind of having some nice supports for this, since of course, you know, it's always nice to have some supports in a building. It'll look good. It'll eventually have the roof be kind of held up with those as well. So we'll go like this, and we'll have the pillar on the other side here as well. I guess it'll go somewhere like this, should work well. On the other side here, I'm probably going to have a 4 wide pillar, so we'll kind of go to the exact opposite side of this, just about here. All right, there we go. And we'll kind of go like this, and basically go across here like this, and like this. All right, and then what we can probably do is throw in a couple pillars here as well. Nothing crazy, but just something to kind of give this a bit more of a supported look. We can put one there, and we can put one, I guess it's about 3 blocks away, so we'll put one just about here like this as well. And that's starting to look pretty good already. I think I'll throw in a pillar over here as well, since it's kind of open, but it might look good for a bit more support to be on this side here, just so it kind of looks good that way as well. We'll go like that. And we'll do that on the other side here as well. But other than that, this should be looking pretty well done. So in terms of the pillars, that is. So we'll go like this and like this. Now I think we'll do the windows real quick before we go on to the roof. So I'll just grab some of these blocks here. We'll throw in some nice easy panes windows right here. Just like that. That should be quite easy and simple. All right, there we go. And I'll do one on the other side as well. Over here like this. That'll just make some nice windows to decorate this build. And we'll do some on the other side as well, because why not? We'll just kind of copy those onto the other side, so we can go over here like this, and kind of just throw in some windows here, and actually that'll work. Yeah, I think it'll work pretty well there, so we'll go like that, and just kind of copy the windows onto the other side, and have some nice open windows to be able to look out of, and kind of make this place a bit more airy and easy to look at. So we'll go like that. I'm thinking what we'll do probably here is we'll actually do a bit of a special window here, something like this, something kind of interesting looking to really mix it up a little bit and make it look pretty cool. We'll do the same thing over here as well, something like this. All right, we'll put that in there and there. And over here, I'm thinking we can probably do is some interesting windows as well, but maybe nothing crazy. I'm thinking we could probably just do something like maybe a line across here like this, and one across here like that. And we can fill that in here with some stained glass panes. All right. And we can see what this is looking like already, which hopefully will be looking pretty good. We can actually do those weird windows on the other side as well, like this. Just something to kind of mix it up and make it look pretty cool. And I guess we'll do that on the other side here as well, something like this, and like that. And I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty well, as good as it's going to get. I think that's pretty good. Anything crazy in terms of the windows, so that's good. Now on to the roof, which is going to also have some stairs, and that's why I have this stone cutter here, so we can get the cheap price on stairs, or at least cheaper price. We'll go probably 48 of those should be fine. Did I just do slabs? I believe I did. Well, that's okay. I can just do some stairs here. All right, just like that. And we probably have some more. Well, we don't. We can just grab some more later. All right, there we go. And we have this and this to do the roof out of, and I think I'll probably just do a little bit more of those stairs, just like that. And then we'll make the roof. So basically, my plan with the roof is to just kind of have a traditional flat roof across here, but we're also going to have kind of a standard looking roof that'll kind of bump out here a bit. So we'll go like this, up here like this, and we'll just kind of utilize this block. It's funny because when we're using the stairs up here like this, it almost looks as if we're using oxidized copper, although we're not. I mean, if I had this much oxidized copper, I absolutely would use it for this, but oxidized copper is actually an incredibly hard block to get a large amount of. And so we'll just be using the prismarine, but I think it kind of makes the same effect there. And of course you could use oxidized copper if you wanted. I'll go across here like this, and just kind of outline all this with some nice slabs like this. Makes a nice kind of more fancy, or at least modern looking roof, I think. And I do like the texture of the prismarine bricks. It looks pretty good there. And it does work with the colors as well. Like I found, prismarine is kind of an oceany color, and I found that jungle colors tend to work well with ocean colors. And of course we have the jungle planks here, which looks pretty good. I mean, we could have even done jungle logs instead of the stripped spruce logs, but the stripped spruce logs look pretty good as well. So there we go with that, and we'll fill all this in like this. There we go. And I think we have one here. We'll break that. All right. So now that we have it like this, we're going to throw in some windows here, but before we do that, we're going to basically kind of fix up the roof bit here with these stairs. We're going to kind of go across here just like this, and make this bit kind of go down, since this is basically a false front, so kind of just go down, not super quickly, but just something like this, so it kind of goes around just like that, and we'll kind of just make that feed around in a loop, so that we have a nice little area that'll work like that, and we'll go like this and like this. All right, there we go. We'll make this go around here like that, and that hopefully will fill in quite well. That'll just connect into the slabs at the bottom very easily. All right, there's that part done. And now that we have it like this, we can use some of these to make some cool looking windows up here, which I think would look pretty good. Just some interesting little windows to make this place look a bit more alive. We'll go across here like this. We can put in some windows like that as well. I could probably just kind of copy that pattern on the same side, just like this. So just kind of go 6 panes like that, then go across here with these, or these are the brick stairs. We'll go across here with the slabs, just like this. All right, there we go. And we'll grab these and put these in a pattern just like this. All right. And then we'll kind of just fill this in like this, fill this in like this, and we'll kind of find a way to put a window in the middle too that'll work well. It is a odd number, so it should work well. We'll go like that, and we can probably just do something like this in the middle, and it'll kind of give us a cool skylight look. So we can jump off the roof here. That should be the roof basically done. And overall, this is looking pretty good already. And yeah, the interior is looking pretty cool. But now on to kind of some of the more interesting bits, which is basically going to be the main front section of this. I have a really cool plan for that, which we're going to do just in a second here. So this is a tool shop. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to actually decorate the front with what's going to look like tools. And I thought that would probably work out pretty well there. I think I'm actually a little bit low on prismarine, but we should be okay. So what we're going to do for this, and I think it'll look really good, is we're going to first start by basically flying up to the top of this, so we can kind of see how that roof is looking already. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves all of these different types of planks, just like this, and we'll grab ourselves the dark prismarine and the prismarine blocks like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, right about here, so in the very middle here, we're going to basically have a bit of a pixel art. Now, kind of a pixel art. I'm not the best at pixel art, but I think this will look pretty good. So we'll have one piece there, and then we'll basically have one bit there, and this will kind of make more sense in just about 10 seconds here. There's our first bit there, and this should look pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have this go here, and we're going to have a piece of dark oak that goes right there. And this is basically going to be the handle of a sword. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of go down here so we can kind of reach it. But then what we're going to do here is we're going to basically grab this and go like that. And we can kind of see this handle's already starting to take shape somewhat. Then we're going to grab this bit of oak there. Oh, put it there. That's the wrong bit. We'll break that in a second here. There we go. Now we're going to grab this. We're going to basically make a bit of a circle around here, or more of a square, something like this. Put that in the middle and like that and like that. That's the handle of the sword. And it'll look a lot better in just about a second here. Also looks like it's just about time to sleep. We'll run up here and basically break this misplaced piece right there. There we go. So here's a bit of the handle right there. It's a pretty small handle, but sword handles are in Minecraft. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place a block here and a block there. They're going to over one like this, break this, and we're going to go two up like this. They're going to over and basically make break this block first and make this shape something like this. Now that we're down here on this block here, we're going to basically go down off of that, break this because we placed that temporarily. Go over one, then we're going to go down like this, and we're going to grab that block there, go like this, and like this. Now we're going to go to sleep real quick so we don't get terrorized by mobs real quick. All right, there we go. And that's going to basically be the blade of our sword. And I thought that, you know, this tool shop here could be pretty cool, but it's only really going to be super cool if we have this cool pixel art here. So we're going to place in a block there, go like that and like that. Then place these in here just like this. And we're going to place this one right in the center there. It'll be kind of the central piece. What we're going to do is we're going to grab these, go two up like that, go two up like that. We're going to put that there and that there. That is the entire handle done. So from right here, this is the center. So we're going to grab this and this and this and kind of go like that. Then we're going to kind of make the main sword shape. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to kind of basically build this up. So something good to remember is the fact that there are 6 of these that kind of go on this part of the blade. So we'll go like this. Then like 1, so that's 2. Then we'll go like this, that's 3. Then we'll go like this, and then that'll be 4. And it's kind of just counting this out here. I guess the 4 would actually be one higher, so that'd be like 4 like that. Then we'll go 5 like this, and then we'll go 6 like this. And we'll go 1 up like this, 1 up like this, and 2 over like that. We're going to kind of fill the rest of this in here like this, so like that. Go like this, and then we're basically just kind of outlining the sword here by making the main shape and then outlining it in the dark prismarine, with the prismarine bricks being there to kind of represent the diamonds of this diamond sword pixel art that we're making. So we'll go like this and like that. All right, there we go. And one block like that. That should actually be done. We'll fly away and see if we've done it right or wrong. It should be correct though. And there is the sword pixel art done. I think it looks pretty cool there, honestly. I really like it. I think the blade is actually a little bit too small, so we'll actually just fix that real quick here. Which I believe we can do pretty easily by basically just breaking this. It just goes one block further along. So we'll break this and this around here like that. And I guess we'll put one block here like this. I'll go out here. This should stay the same, I think. Actually, no, I think it'll go like this and like this. Oh, I just fell down. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go over here and we're just gonna finish this up real quick. So that's just gonna basically go like this and like this. We'll break this block right down here like that. There we go, we've reached it. All right, we're gonna go around here like this, and we'll make sure the end is like that. And that should be the sword done, and there we go. I think that's a really cool sword pixel art. To make this even cooler, we're going to have a diamond pickaxe pixel art right in front of it. So this is going to be even simpler, or at least as simple. We will grab out all of our blocks again, just like this. And we're going to start by kind of flying up here again. Hopefully we do not run out of firework rockets for this one. Go up here like this and like that. Okay, and from right about here, so the center of it is here. What we're going to do from there is we're actually going to put a piece of spruce. So this is the center right there, is that center bit there. This center bit is also going to be oak. And then from there, it'll also be dark oak, and it'll actually also be spruce. And then we're also going to go a bit lower from there, so we're going to have to actually fall down here temporarily. We'll place that there, place that there, and place that there. Then from there, we're going to go and put this here, and like this, and just kind of copy the pattern over like that. Okay, so that's going 2 down from there. They're going to go on the bottom, just 2 places like that, or 2 pieces like that. You can kind of see the handle already starting to form. And thankfully, Minecraft's sword and pickaxe do not have a lot of pixels in them, so it's pretty easy to do this. So then from there, once we've had these 3 here, there are going to be 6 more. So we're going to go like this and basically just go over like this 6 more times. And it's actually pretty simple, since it's just sort of like a neat little pattern. In fact, if I switch like that, we can just copy it over like this super easy, which is going to save a lot of time just like this. The entire blade itself has exactly 9 of these pieces of spruce there, I believe. So we'll go across here like this, and we already have about that many. So we're going to basically need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go up here. So we're going to need 9 of these things. Let me just see here. We are going to need 9, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just need 1 more. Pretty easy there. Like this, and like this. That should be 9. And then actually we're going to want to break this and this. And that should basically work out for what we want. All right, just there like that. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to basically make the main pickaxe. So from here, we're going to go like this, like a little V shape. Then we're going to go out 1 here, we're going to go up and over 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that's going to basically be the main diamond core of this. Then we're going to surround it in the dark prismarine. This would probably make some sort of a hoe looking shape from here. In fact, I think it exactly makes a hoe. You can kind of see that shape there. On the bottom here, we're going to have to go up as well. So we're just going to basically pile up here real quick with some of this spruce here. We're going to kind of build the bottom bit here. So there's that one piece there. And from there, it's going to go out 1. It's going to go out 1 more time, just like this. So we're going to basically kind of make the same shape on the other side. So we have kind of, if we just go out here so we can see it a little bit better here. We have that central shape. Then we're going to go down 1 from that shape, and we're going to go over here 4 blocks. So 1, and then go down 3. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll finish this surrounded bit right here, and we can kind of go up on the other side here as much as we can, like that. We're going to break this here, and we should be able to fly up 1 more time and finish that pickaxe there as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll break this, and we'll break this. And there we go. So we can kind of see that little bit there already, and we can kind of just finish up the pixel art there, and that should look pretty cool. So we'll fly up here. We have 1 more firework, so hopefully we can do this before we run out. And what we're going to do is in the very center here, there is one more thing to do, which is basically, this is the center, I believe. So yeah, there we go. So from here, we're going to put down 1 oak plank, then we're going to put down 1 dark oak plank, so we're going to put down 1 more oak planks, and a spruce planks there. We're going to finish up the dark prismarine on the bit over here, like that. Okay, we're going to see if we can fly over here, potentially. Put down this there, and that might actually be done just like this. Let's take 1 more look. And it is done, and that's so perfect, and I love how that looks. We can kind of see we have our sword and our pickaxe. They're right in front of each other, and I think that makes a super cool looking tool shop because it's really obvious, and I like how we have those really cool signposts there. But of course we have no interior here, and we're not going to do too much of an interior, but we'll make a nice little one real quick. Alright, we're going to build this with roughly the same materials that are on the outside, but we'll still mix this up a little bit here. We're going to have just some kind of nice chests and things. I have a lot of spruce, so we're going to make some chests out of the spruce wood. 6 should be fine. And I'll bring in some other materials here in a second, but all this stuff should be just fine. Now, of course, as soon as we enter in, there's not a lot of rooms. It's going to kind of be a small shop, but I think it'll look pretty good. So we're going to have a nice little counter made out of the prismarine brick stairs. You always want to have a nice counter in a shop. So let's say when you go in here, we'll want to turn this way. We might have the checkout here. So we'll kind of go like this. And then something like, let's see here, something like this. All right, there we go. And we'll kind of go across here just like that to make kind of the little behind the counter area. That should be fine. We'll kind of put a little checkout thing there later. We might even put a little place to enter in here or something. I'll just do something with that more so in a minute. And we'll also put a bit of a thing like that. Just there we go. All right, we'll have kind of the bit of a stair there. So we're gonna have the actual shop here. So we're gonna want to kind of have some bit of decorations and also just some other areas. We might actually have one more window there. I think might look good. In fact, we might even put one more window here. We want this to be really open so you can kind of see the goods that are for sale. We won't put a window there. We'll have window on this side here. And a bit of an uneven shop could actually look quite cool. So we'll go like this and like this and like that. And that actually looks kind of cool. But there we go. What we can do now is we can actually, one thing we can do is we can go like this. I think that'll look kind of cool, just like that. So you kind of enter in, there's a bit of a place there that could go down in when it's night, which I think looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of get ourselves some little shelves and things to put some products on. We can use these stripped spruce logs. We can kind of have like a bit of a display shelf like here, a display case like that. I kind of like the way this spruce oak log looks. It looks like a really fancy wood. We have some item frames here we can kind of put to advertise here, since these are tools and it isn't, you know, something like, let's say, an armor where we could have an easy to see armor stand. We'll put some stuff there as well. We can also have some other things here. So we could have ourselves maybe some crafting tables around just to kind of look like this area is being worked on like this. We could have ourselves some more, basically just some little areas to display merchandise. We could have some dark prismarine. We can kind of maybe go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can maybe put a middle block here so it kind of looks a little bit more interesting. So something like this and like this maybe, and we can go like that. And we could also go like, let's see, maybe something like this, like that. That looks pretty cool. Just like a little shelf to put things. We can kind of put a sign here for like the prices or something. I'm going to go bed here real quick before we get more mob attacks here. But yeah, we'll basically have some kind of cool display things in here, which I think would look good. I'm also going to use the scaffolding because I think that'll look pretty cool. Since scaffolding can also look like a really cool, either a chair or a storage rack or something. So we'll kind of throw that up here maybe a little bit here. It looks pretty good in a shop, I think. I really like scaffolding, quite a nice multi-purpose block. We can kind of put some around here like this, just to kind of have areas to show merchandise off. Maybe if we move it like that and go like this. We can kind of put down some more item frames on here. Not too many since we want to lag this too much, but hopefully we can put these, we not put item frames on top of scaffolding. Well, I had no idea about that. Well, that's interesting, but in that case we will change that to something else, or we'll kind of have a mix of something. So we could go like this and put some more of this in here like that. And we can put in some item frames there and kind of put in some like this there, and that's pretty cool. All right, there we go. We can kind of maybe put some more shelving here or whatever that looks like. And we can kind of put some like this on top or something, make it look like it's more of something than it is. I think that's pretty cool. So we're about to starve to death here, which is not pretty cool. Another cool thing we could throw in here, which would look pretty cool and be a cool little function of the shop, would be a bit of a randomizer. So it's basically like, you know, buy for a random amount of something. So what we could do, we can probably throw this in here somewhere. We can maybe even throw it like there, look maybe pretty good. Put that there. We might even put an item frame on top to show something else we're selling. But basically what it'd be is you'd flick the lever, and there would be something inside of here that you would get at random. So anything inside of the dispenser you'd be able to get. And we could just do something like, we can even put a sign here and something like, flick the lever for a random tool. That's pretty good. There we go. We can also go like here, maybe go like display case, like that looks pretty good. I like that a lot. Okay. Now what we actually have to do is put some stuff in here because we actually want something of interest. We want to be able to actually buy things from here, or at least have it be functional. So we'll throw in some chests here real quick so it's a little bit more functional. Maybe throw in a chest there, and we can maybe throw in a chest over here like that. And we can kind of make this a nice little tightly crowded shop. Something like this and like this. I like that. Okay. What we can do is we can actually grab all of the stuff that we have in our chest down there. Not all of it. We have a lot of old tools and kind of useless things, but things that we could, you know, resell or something, which is kind of cool. Not that they'll actually be sold, but just in the case of the shop, I think it'll be a really good place to store that at least. And it should look pretty cool. So if we go over here, we have a whole chest for that in my little copper aging area. Looks like this one's actually all the way aged, so we'll put that one back where it belongs in the aged copper area, the oxidized copper area up here. We already have 9. There we go. Or 9 once we added that one. So right here we have a whole bunch of tools that we don't really need, so we'll just grab everything here. No armor, but just tools. So we'll grab, this could be weapons as well, I guess. We can just throw a whole bunch of these in here. We don't want to get too much of the same, and then we'll just kind of grab, pick and choose from here, get some good stuff, and get some bows and arrows. That's fine. We could do maybe a weapon shop later, but for now that should work pretty well. Maybe get some gold in there. It's kind of like a second-hand tool shop. I think it's pretty cool. We maybe can throw in a couple more things here that would be of interest. Maybe some of these swords and pickaxes here are pretty good, actually. We could throw away some of these things to just try and get the best merchandise we possibly could. No one really wants a wooden tool, so we can grab that. There we go. And we can possibly get ourselves some other stuff here. That's pretty good. Okay, we actually got one fishing rod would be good. We can throw away this bow and grab this fishing rod, which actually has mending, which is pretty good there. Then we can kind of fill up the shop with those things. Oh, one more thing before I leave, which is also we want a cash register. And I've always found the best cash register is made out of a single andesite stair. So if we can just grab that real quick, let me just throw away one of these half-broken bow and arrows. And then I can grab a andesite stair, which you can see there's our andesite right there. We'll grab one polished andesite, and at our stone cutter we'll make one andesite stair, which would be pretty cool. And we also need one warped trapdoor for the entrance into the back area for an employee. So we'll just grab that real quick as well. And I think that's right over here. And we have ourselves a warp trapdoor, and we'll switch that out with the half-broken stone sword there, which isn't very useful. So there we go. Okay, there's our warp trapdoor. Now we can go over here, and we can put that into our shop right over here. And that should look really cool. So yeah, we can kind of just have this right in the entrance there. We can basically decorate it with these things, put the warp trapdoor in there. We can also have the cash register, which I have to chisel out here in the stone cutter, and thankfully that's very quick to do, like this and like this. There we go. We can throw that in over here as our cash register right about there. I think that's pretty cool. We can kind of buy products here. So we'll maybe advertise some products here as they kind of do at front counters, you know, like, oh, buy this thing when you're on your way out or whatever. We'll try and put some of the best products kind of in the display cases there to kind of make this look like there's all this kind of cool stuff here for sale, which there is. Kind of put some cool stuff in the display case here as well, like the crossbow, maybe this enchanted sword or this iron pickaxe there. You can put some cool stuff in this stuff here as well. And some stuff in the chest. We'll kind of throw in some items there to kind of make that randomizer work. We can have the fishing rod be on any display case, maybe throw that with this there. We can go like that there. Okay. We can throw in some items in these chests as well, just like this. We can maybe put some more of our other items in here later. I think there's this one's empty, or this one is empty. We'll do as well have one empty display case, maybe like this one. And we'll put this one right over here in this chest here like that. I think that shop is pretty well done. There's actually no lighting in here, so I'll probably just throw in a couple torches on the walls or something. Nothing crazy fancy, but just to kind of quickly light it up there and make it look pretty good there, and it doesn't spawn mobs at night there. Some higher up lighting might be good, like that. All right, there we go. And I think that's just about done. There is our secondhand tool shop there. I think it looks really cool. We have a nice interior, a nice exterior, and overall I just like it a lot because it looks really cool. And it should really fit in well with this area here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video about how to build this super cool Minecraft secondhand tool shop, make sure to press the like button, make sure to subscribe, comment, share, all these things that help my channel and this video. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!